Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance on Zoom. My name is Hannah and I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. So welcome, I'm happy that you're here and joining me for this Monday morning class. We'll be about 35 minutes. We'll do a full body strength routine using our dumbbells. I use a 3 pound set for this class. You could use a 2, 3 or a 5. You could go heavier if you prefer. Or on the other end, you can use no weights. If that works well for you to just use no extra resistance, that is a-okay. And we'll finish with a few different balance exercises that will challenge our balance. And yeah, really make us think about our posture and yeah, our balance skills. We'll have a little stretch and then we will be done for the day. So apart from those weights, we don't need any extra equipment, but we will need some water, some comfortable clothes, and the space to move around. So let's begin. Let's start with our warm-up. We're going to come up to feet. My camera is just never exactly where I want it to be. So let's stand up nice and tall. We're going to march on the spot. Picking those feet up nice and high, letting those arms move forwards and backwards. And let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale and exhale. Good. Reach up tall, slowly lower down. Excellent. And one more time. Reach those arms up and down. Good. Let's pull those shoulders up. Slowly relax them down. Lift those shoulders and lower. Good. Shoulders up and down. Lift and lower. Once more. Pull those shoulders up. Relax them down. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. Good. Couple more. And back in the other direction, roll those shoulders forwards. Good, let's take those arms out to the side. Make some little circles here. Great, make those circles bigger. We're going to reach forwards like we're swimming. More and backwards. Nice big circles backwards. Good, let's march. We're going to take our right foot, tap your toe and your heel. Toe, heel, let's keep marching those arms. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And let's switch to the other foot, tap your toe and your heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Back to that first side, tap your toes. Let's wiggle our fingers, just your toes. Good, to the other side, tap fingers to your thumb. Back to that first side, tap your heel, and let's circle our wrists. Good, and the other way, in the other direction. Good. Stand up tall and let's circle our hips here. Nice and slowly. Back in the other direction. Let's march on the spot. Pick those knees up a little bit higher. Good, take a nice deep breath. Reach up and exhale. Good. We're going to take lots of breaks for drinks through the class here. We're going to start with our squat. I don't want you to have two weights. So a weight in each hand, held here at your shoulders, just like this. Feet hip width apart. We're going to squat down, holding those weights here. You can watch me for the first one. We're going to inhale, squat down. As we exhale, we're going to push up one hand. Doesn't matter which one, because the next time we squat down, we'll push up the other hand as we stand. Just wondering how I'm so covered in dog hair, even though these pants are clean. All right, weights up on your shoulders here, and let's inhale. Sink down into that squat. As we exhale, one hand to the ceiling. Lower that hand, and let's sink into that squat again. Exhale, push up, and the other hand comes up. Lower that hand. Into that squat. Exhale, push up. Down into that squat. Exhale, push up. Good, keep going. Inhale, lower down. One hand pushes up as you stand. Keep the weight in your heels. Two more. Nice breath out as you stand. Good. And let's relax. So we're going to keep hold of these weights. I'm just going to take off my sweater. It is warmer than I thought. So, bicep curls are next. Our right hand is going to hold at our sides, kind of at 90 degrees here. And then you're just going to hold this weight still. Left hand, you're going to pick up, slowly lower down. We're standing tall. You can think about engaging your core muscles here a little bit if you want to work that midsection and those core muscles too. You can think about pulling that belly button in towards your spine. So we're squeezing those core muscles. One more. And let's switch those hands around. So our left hand's going to stay here, held at 90 degrees, holding that weight up. Right hand moves. So as always with these bicep curls, we're coming up quickly and we're lowering down slowly. Good. Let's do two more. Good, and relax those arms. You can pop those weights down. We're going to use the wall, and I guess I forgot to tell you this at the beginning of the class, but we are going to use the wall for this one exercise today so that we can do a plank. We will plank using the wall. So standing up nice and tall with your hands directly in front of you, take a step back so your feet are further away from that wall than your head. Arms should be straight out in front of you. Now you want to be looking at a spot in between your hands. So a nice straight line from your tailbone to your head. If you can, walk those feet out a little bit further, and then let's hold here. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Thinking about taking nice deep breaths. Again, engaging through those core muscles, so pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Breathing deeply, being nice and relaxed. And we'll go for about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's stand up. Great. We're going to switch around our method today. So we're going to repeat those next 3 before we move on to 3 new exercises. So let's go back to that squat. We're going to hold our weights here at our shoulders. Let's inhale, sink down, exhale, one hand up, inhale, lower down into that squat, exhale, push up. So we're inhaling and we're lowering down nice and slowly, and we're pushing ourselves up with a big Exhale a little bit quicker. Good. Nice and slowly down. Good. 2 more. The last one here. Good. We can lower those weights, but we won't put them down yet. Feet again, hip width apart. Knees are soft. Let's hold that right arm still. So your lower arm is, this part of your arm is parallel with the floor. We're holding that weight tight. And we're going to lift and lower. Bicep curl on that left side. Good. Nice and slowly. As you lower, a little bit faster on the pick up. Good. 2 more. Great. And let's switch sides. So let's wait at your side. And let's lift and lower the other. Excellent. Nice and slow on the way down. 2 more. The last one. Wonderful. Let's pop those weights down. We'll come to the wall and we'll repeat that plank. So we want to start with our hands straight out in front of us. Walk those feet away and maybe a little bit more if you can. I don't want to see you doing this. See how I'm in a nice straight line and an incline. And my hands are straight out in front of my shoulders, no matter how far away I move my feet. If I bring my feet in, hands are still straight out in front of my shoulders. I'm not like this. Hands are right out in front of me. So let's take a look at that spot in between our hands and we'll hold for 30 seconds. Taking deep breaths. Good. Oh, I just looked at myself and I don't look like I'm in the best position. I don't have the greatest angle here. That's better. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet in. Excellent. Let's pause and have a drink. So now we're going to move on to 3 different exercises. And then we'll repeat those twice. And then we'll have 2 to finish, because we do 8 every class. So here's our next 3. We're going to start with some lunges. So you can use the chair or the wall as support. You're going to step 1 foot forward. So your feet have a space between them. We're standing up tall, shoulders relaxed. We're going to lift that back heel. As you lift that back heel, that back knee is going to come towards the floor. And as that back knee comes towards the floor, this front knee bends too. Upper body stays more or less still, nice and tall. You can pull that core, think about those core muscles, pull that belly button in. Standing up tall. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you push your weight up. Can be tricky with balance, so a hand on the wall or the chair, support furniture. Nice and slowly on the way down. And remember, we're just going as far as our knees enjoy. Good, once more. And then we'll switch to the other side. 1 foot in front of the other. Let's lift that back heel, lower that knee to the floor. Front knee also bends. Upper body stays nice and tall. Very good. 2 more. Great. And we can step those feet together, stand up tall. Pick up your weights here. And move on to upper body. We're going to do an upright row. So I'm going to hold my weights, one in each hand, so my hands are facing my body. I'm going to lift from my elbows first. So really think about keeping those shoulders relaxed as lift from the elbows. Lift those hands up so they're at chest level. Imagine you were lifting up shopping bags from the back of the car or whatever. And then slowly lower them down. Lifting shopping bags out from your cart and placing them in to the back of the car. So we lift and we lower down. Good. Keeping that chest nice and tall. Good. Standing up tall. Excellent. Couple more. And we'll do one more. Excellent. Very good. You can put one weight down here. And again, standing with those feet hip width apart, we're going to pass this dumbbell from front to back. So we're working our core muscles, but the way we're working them is forcing them to keep really still. So it's like an anti-movement movement. We're bringing that weight to the back and to the front, passing that weight from hand to hand, and at the same time, keeping those core muscles and that core really nice and still. Two more. And again. Great. And let's go back in the other direction. Nice and slowly. Once more. Good. We're going to keep hold of the one weight and do, I think this is a new exercise for this class. Oh no, we're not. That's the next round. Sorry, I'm reading ahead. We're going to repeat all of those three. So let's pop that weight down and then we'll have a new exercise for this class. It's coming up. We're going to go back to the start of that little set and do those lunges. So let's step 1 foot forward, space between our feet. We're going to lift the back heel. Bend that, lower that knee to the floor, bend that front knee, keeping that upper body nice and tall. Good. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2, and then we'll switch those feet around. Same thing here. Standing tall, nice and slowly. Relax through those shoulders, holding on for support if you need to. 2 more. 1 and 2. Excellent. And relax those feet. Let's grab our weights. Ready for that upright row. We're going to lift at the elbows. Pick those hands up as if you're lifting big bags out from your shopping cart and placing them in the car. That's what we'll think about. Shoulders relaxed. Lift. Slowly lower down. Lifting from the elbows. Good. Nice and slow. The lowering part. Good, we'll do 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. And let's place one weight down. We'll do that dumbbell pass. So with feet again, hip width apart, knees soft, standing tall. Let's pass that weight from forwards and then backwards. From front to back. Good. We're not trying to be too fast. We're going to go back in the other direction. Last one. Good. Excellent. Let's have a drink here before we move on. So we're going to grab one weight and we're going to do a dumbbell swing. Now we've done a hip hinge lots of times in this class, and you can just watch for a moment. So as a reminder, we want our knees soft and we want to hinge. So we lower that chest towards the floor. I stick my bum out behind me. You can see my knees are bent, but I'm nice and upright through my chest. So I'm not squatting, which looks like this. I'm hinging, which is different. So chest lowers and up. So you're sticking your bum out behind you rather than to the floor. Now with the dumbbell swing, you add the dumbbell and you swing it, as the name suggests. So you want to hold it with your arms extended, hold at the end of that weight. This exercise also works really well with a kettlebell. If you've ever used a kettlebell, they have that, it's a weight with a nice big handle and they swing really nicely, but the dumbbell works fine too. So soft knees. As we hinge at the hip, that weight comes down, so it's going to in between your legs. As you come up, you're going to squeeze your bum a little bit and you raise that weight in the air. So you're swinging that weight. I just need a little more space in front of me. You're going to inhale and exhale. So we'll be slow on the way down, but a little bit quicker as you stand to get that swing. Good, nice and slowly. Inhale, slowly down. Exhale, big swing forwards. Once more. Good. We'll do one more exercise here. We're going to try it with 2 weights to begin with. And we can modify to 1, but I'll demonstrate with 2. So a weight in each hand. You're going to hold those weights up so they're at your chest. So you can see I look like this. I'm going to push my weight straight out in front of me and slowly back. So we're doing a chest press. You imagine a person at the gym and they've got that big barbell and they're pushing it up. They're lying back and they're pushing it up in front of them, above them. Same thing, but with these 2 weights. So we're standing. So push that weight, those weights out in front of you. So you want to keep them on a nice straight line. Good. The last one. I said I would demonstrate with 1 and 2. So you can just watch for a moment if we do this all again. And if you prefer, you can just use 1. Hold that weight in at your chest, push out and pull in. I believe that you can do it with 2 weights. If you prefer, you can do it with 1. Push and return. All right, we're going to repeat those last 2. These are the last 2 exercises of the class. So let's go back with that dumbbell swing, just the 1 weight here. Knees soft, hinge at the hips, lower that weight, exhale, swing forward. Nice bend of those knees all the time. Inhale, big exhale as you swing forward. Last one. Good. Keep the 1 weight for that chest press, or you can pick up the second one if you want to push yourself a little bit. Hold those weights up at our chest, push those hands away, slowly back in. Breathing out as you push, breathing in as you return. So you really want to think about keeping those weights in a straight, on like a level track is how I want to describe it. So they're not waving around all over the place. I'll do one more after this. I can really feel it. Good. And then slowly lower those hands. And pop the weights down. Good. Very good. We have finished that part of the class. And now we will work on our balance. So to start with, let's stand with our feet really close to each other, and we'll pretend that we're in the center of a clock face. Let's take one foot, we'll step forward to 12, and then to 1, to 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Now I'm going to call out numbers and we will tap our toes to those different spots on the clock. I'm going to add another level of challenge for this one. I'm going to go all the way up to 20, well, I won't be up to 24, up to 23. So I'm going to use the 24-hour clock. So 1 to 12 and then 13 to 23. And when we're 13 to 23, so when we're in that 24-hour clock, still tap your toes the same as you would if it was 1 to 12, but at the same time, you have to lift your hands in the air. So not only am I testing your ability to remember that instruction, that arms in the air, but also testing your knowledge of the 24-hour clock. So let's begin. Let's start with 3, and then 9, and then 16, and 11, and then 14, and 6, and 6 again with the other foot, and 8, 22, 4, 1, 21, 23, 18, good, 17, 9, 12, 6, 6 with the other foot, 3, 21, 13, 23, 12, and then 24 or 0. It's always 0 on the 24-hour clock. Okay, good, that's enough. Excellent, that's fun. And let's do a little bit of work on one foot. We always want to be close to our support furniture, whether that's the chair, the table. I always use the wall. You could use the back of the sofa, kitchen island, whatever it is, something at a good height that's sturdy that you can use for support. So I'm within an arm's reach of my wall here. I'm going to stand on my right leg, bend that knee a little bit, and lift my left foot up off the floor. And what we're going to work on is lifting our arms. It can be one arm or two. Obviously, if you need to hold on to the support all the time, you'll just use one arm. And if you feel a bit more confident, you can use two. Either is a good option. And we're just going to raise our arms up and down. Up and down. Up. Whoop. And down, a little touch there. Up and down. Good. Let's switch on to the left foot. Bend of that left knee. Take the right foot up off the floor. And we'll do the same thing again. One hand or two. Your choice. Lift those hands up. Lower down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down, and again, hands up and down. Good. Let's tightrope a little bit. We're going to heel and toe, forwards and backwards. Keeping that chest nice and tall. Keep looking up and ahead, and we're moving slowly. Good, relax through those shoulders. We're trying to move in a nice straight line. Nice and slowly. Good. Looking where you're going. And back the other way. Excellent. Nice and slowly. Let's do a little bit more on one foot here. I'm going to stand on my right, and I'm going to lift my left arm and my left foot, and then place both of them back down. So I'm lifting my foot just high enough. I'm lifting from the knee, so my knee is bent. Your foot doesn't have to be super high off the floor. That arm's going to go straight up to the ceiling as much as you can. You're going to place that foot very slowly back down, being in control on the way down, and trying to place your foot right down in the same spot. So let's reach up, lower down. Good. Nice and slowly lift and lower. Placing that foot slowly back on the floor. Once more. And let's switch to the other side, standing on my left foot. And let's raise right arm, right foot. Oops. Do a couple more. One last one. Up and down. Good. Last little exercise here. We're going to reach our arms up in a Y shape. Stand on our right leg, lift the left off the floor, and hold like a star for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right, and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax those arms. Excellent. That is everything I wanted to do. And I think we finished pretty quickly. It was fast and furious, maybe. Have a drink. And let us stretch. You can take one arm across your body here and hold. Feel that nice stretch through your shoulder. And take deep breaths. You're going to switch to the other side. Good, relax that arm. Let's link our fingers. We're going to push those hands out and away from us. Reach those hands up to the ceiling. Push those hands away. Come over to the left. And to the right. And yes, I'm aware I said left and right incorrectly. Back to center and relax those arms down. Very good. Let's have a seat. We're going to sit at the front of our chair, stretch one leg out, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling, and let's hinge forward so you feel that nice big stretch in the back of your leg. Let's switch to the other side. Heel to the floor, toe to the ceiling. Hinge forwards. Good. We're going to sit back in our chair. Let's walk those feet out, those knees out nice and wide. Take your right arm to the ceiling. Let's hinge at the hip over to the left. You feel that big stretch all down the right side of your body. Good. Back to center. Let's switch to the other side. Lift that arm to the ceiling, and sorry, that left arm hinge over to the right. Good, back to center. Relax that arm. Let's bring those feet together. Stand up. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Big inhale, reach those arms back behind you. As you exhale, wrap those arms around you. Nice tight squeeze. Up, on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Lots of you in the classes.
Thank you. Thank you, Hannah.
You're so welcome. See you again, friends. See you maybe later in the week, Wednesday on Zoom, if not before, in person. Bye for now.
Thanks, Hannah.
You're so welcome.